All you single ladies, best look out for me. I'm the hottest single nigga to step on the scene. Got the east side rockin', got the Midwest talking, got the dirty south bouncing, got the west crib walking. The type of nigga that you wanna roll with, baby. Don't get it twisted thinking I'm a sugar daddy. You can look like Hollywood and ass like J-Lo and a smile like Janet, but that's not enough. Yo, what's up? This your boy Donell Jones, and you're watching the Drama Queen on Miss Drama TV.
Girl, I know you're scared of love, but you never had a love like this. I know you've been hurt before, but you never.
It's your one and only Drama Queen. We're here. We're right up close and personal with Donell Jones. I would say the icon. He has so many different things going on, so much to get into. But of course, we're talking about this upcoming album, September 28th, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah.
It's called Lyrics.
Yeah.
And that name says a lot. I mean, talk about the significance of lyrics. I mean, are you delving into the lyrics in a different way that you haven't before? Is that basically what it's about?
To tell you the truth, throughout my whole career, I've always prided myself on creating great lyrics and records, and that's why I named this album Lyrics, because it explains who I am as a songwriter. I've always thought about lyrics, and I always go deep into song. You know, I want a person to be able to put my record on and listen to the lyrics and be able to visualize without even seeing a video. You know, and I think I've accomplished that throughout my career and with this album.
Right. And I mean, we're very excited about it. I mean, obviously you've been up to quite a few things since your last album, Journey of a Gemini. Now, talking a little bit, you also created a label, right, called Candyman.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. Why the name Candyman? I think if I recall correctly, that was like a horror film, right? I think you said the name 5 times. Somebody would come and attack you. Are you about to attack the industry with this label? I mean, what?
I hate that so much. Now, you know, my company has been named Candyman actually before the movie came out.
Okay.
When the movie came out, it kind of put a bad thing on the name of my company. But now my company has been named Candyman since I got in the business, which was around 91, 92, and I kept the name, and I just want to name my record company that. So yeah. It's Candyman Music.
We're not arguing with that. Now
I like that. I like what you say? Kill the game.
Right, killing the game, something like that.
Right.
Are you going to be, well, since it's a label, a record label, does that mean you're going to be promoting new artists and new talent?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm the first artist off the label. I have another artist by the name of Breeze that I'm working with right now. Look forward to her coming out. Has some great material. And right now we're just developing the company, developing the brand, and like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy that I have my own label, and E1 has given me the opportunity to distribute the record. You know, so yeah.
Right, and you have so much again going on, but I think one of the biggest things that comes to my mind is that you have lasting power. You've been in this game for over 10 years. Talk about how you've been able to survive the climate of this game, hip hop, R&B, music, industry, politics, and being able to come out here unscathed, basically.
You know, I guess through it all, I've managed to stay under the radar. That being not so much a good thing. You know, I've always wanted to break out. You know, but I feel like I have a core group of fans that really love my music and understand who I am musically, but just probably don't know who I am as a person. And I feel like I've made great music throughout the years, and I think that's what makes people come back and want to listen to more and more.
Right.
If that does answer your question or not.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think you mentioned that you have a core group of fans that always stick with you. As I was, watching some of the YouTube videos of your music, I have my particular songs that I fell in love with. But reading some of the comments, it's so interesting because a lot of them would say, oh, we miss this type of music. We miss the 90s music, quote unquote. We miss this type of, soulful sound that was really saying something. When you hear comments like that, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like at a point that maybe the R&B, the music of today, is not up to par?
It's not. I'm just being honest. It's not. I think all the guys that's in this era, they're very much talented. They wouldn't be in it if they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But what I think it is that I think that a lot of the newer artists are going to the same producers. And that's what's making radio sound the same. It sounds like one long record that's playing over and over again, because they're only getting one sound from one person. When I came into business, you had Maxwell, who he had his own sound. Myself, which produced my own music, had my own sound. You had D'Angelo, who had his own sound because he produced his own music. You had R. Kelly, who produced his own sound. So you had a whole bunch of artists that were self-contained, that were given, they was given R&B from a different perspective. You know, from what they grew up listening to, what they liked. You know what I'm saying? As well as you had Babyface, who had his own sound. I mean, so music was so different because everybody went to different people to get music, and nowadays there's only a few producers out there that's getting work, and it sounds the same.
So if you had to essentially fix that problem, I mean, what do you recommend to some of these newer artists that are coming out in the game? To produce their own music, to switch it up, to what is the advice that you would offer?
I would say, you know, give some other people a chance. You know, give some new producers a chance, and don't try to work with just because this guy had a hit record. Don't try to work with his producer. You know, find your own sound, and that way, you know, you can become unique. I think we've lost our originality, and you know, there's no more original artists out there. You know, I hate to say it, but I think in today's R&B, we have a lot of clones. A lot of people that are trying to be other artists that were just out not even 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Do
you find that artists are trying to be you?
There's a few. I won't say no names, but I feel like there's a few.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, on that note, who are right now, would you say, is definitely an original artist to you? That you, when you heard them, and obviously they're newer because we talked about some of the ones
Chrisette Michele. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a beautiful sound. Not only can she sing, she just, you know, it just seems like she has a wonderful personality as well. You know, a lot of the artists nowadays, I don't know if they're humble or not. You know, it just seems like superstardom just hits, and you know, people can get the bug. You know what I'm saying? Get lost in the sauce.
Now, you know, we talked a little bit about some of the newer talent that's out there. Is there any talent that you perhaps would want to help that might not be up to par with how you see fit, that you say, you know what, let me give them some tips? Or let's just put it like this: is there any talent out there that you think is just not necessarily up to their full potential, that you see a lot of talent in them, but you feel like, hey, they can probably take it up a notch, and you're just waiting for that, or maybe you want to work with them to help them to achieve that?
I mean, I would give songs to whoever's out there. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is come to me, and I'll make them a hit. I wouldn't say nobody in particular, really. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, I give anybody a hit record. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know. But I wouldn't. With me, I wouldn't work with everybody though. I mean, I'm one of those producers that I only want to produce a certain amount of people. I don't want to give my sound to everybody, and that's just the way I feel, you know. Right. Bobby Jones is not my father.
It's not your father? This is what the information that they gave me. Oh my God.
No. Let me clear this up.
Clear it up, because that's what's out there, you know. And I'm like,
is
that
wrong.
Okay?
Look, y'all got my father looking for Bobby Jones right now.
That is too crazy. But you know, okay. But go ahead, clear that up.
I guess the reason why people are saying that because the Jones, the name.
Right.
No, my father is not Bobby Jones. My father is a pastor.
Okay.
From Chicago. His name is Roy. It's not Bobby. I'm pretty sure my father's upset about that right now.
Because I mean, if you really research, it does say that. But okay, so neither here nor there. I was actually trying to delve into the fact of, would you ever turn into a non-secular realm or a gospel music type of flow to complete an album or anything to that degree, having the spiritual upbringing in that sense?
No, you know what? I don't. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I love gospel music, but it's not me. You know, my father, before he became a pastor, he did R&B. You know, he didn't make it professionally. He went to church. You know, so I've always loved R&B, and this is what I love to do. And you know, I might make a song here and there, but I wouldn't change. No.
Okay. All right. And then I have to ask this because one of my favorite songs that you covered was "Knocks Me Off My Feet." Stevie Wonder, loved it. And you know, looking at that, would you ever cover another song? And if so, what would it be?
I don't think I ever cover another song, but if I did do any songs, it would be Michael Jackson, "The Lady of My Life." That's just. I think that song, when I sang when I was a kid, I really knew I could sing.
Okay.
You know, because I sounded pretty much just like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And that's when I really knew I could sing, because I had the girls going crazy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So can we get a snippet of that, just a little bit then?
I can't give you a snippet of that. That was a long time ago.
I know, but
I can't sing like that now. I was like maybe 10 years old. That was my baby voice.
Oh,
you know, now, I'm a man now. Like, you will always be. No. I would love to act, but you know, it's just, I love music so much, man. I really couldn't even tell you if I would get into anything else. I mean, this is my first love, and if anything, you might see me doing music.
Okay. So you're gonna stick with what your best quality, one of your best qualities is, which is make music.
Too much.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Can't wait to hear this album when it comes out. Right, Lyric, September 28th.
It's awesome.
Awesome, and just give us a brief overview if you can, just so that people can know what to expect when it's out.
I would say songs to look out for is definitely "Strip Club." That's featuring Young Jock. A lot of people would think, well, this must be about a strip club. It's not really about a strip club. It's really about a man and a woman wanting to spice up their love life. So what they do is they bring a strip pole into the bedroom.
Okay.
They turn their bedroom into a strip club. You know, another song I would say look out for is "Blackmail." Blackmail is about a guy who's dating a girl who's in a relationship with somebody else, but she keeps telling him that she's gonna leave, and she doesn't. And next thing you know, he finds out that she's getting married. You know what I'm saying? So he blackmails her.
So it's very intricate storylines.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and all about the sex. All about the sex is about, you know, just being in a relationship with a woman, and it's not all about the sex. You know, you're committed to each other in other ways than just sex. You know, it's mentally there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got an action-packed album coming up.
It's beautiful, man.
All right, definitely can't wait to check it out. Thank you so much for sitting down with me here on Miss Drama TV.
I know that you've been dealing with these clowns that ain't treating you right. I'm the type of guy that don't make promises. I wanna be the love of your life. Don't be